Let's return to the NFL, where a new survey of NFL executives ranked Aaron Rodgers as the league's top quarterback. Rodgers is coming off a down year where the Packers missed the playoffs, but still managed to come out ahead of Super Bowl quarterback, Super Bowl MVP Tom Brady, All-Pro Drew Brees, and league MVP and the best quarterback in football history, Patrick Mahomes, who ranked second, third, and Mahomes ranked fourth, respectfully. Question here is Aaron Rodgers getting too much respect?
I don't think so. One, I would say he was the incumbent before what we saw with Patrick Mahomes last year in terms of talent and execution. Basically, you got to look at it through this lens. They're playing a game of if this quarterback was on this team and that team and try to move them around, which one would do the best?
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes sounds great to me, except one thing. What's his response year look like? We haven't seen it yet. An entire offseason, D coordinator sitting back there falling asleep with the remote in their hand said, we're going to get him next year. How does he respond to that? I'm with you, Whitlock. You know I love him as much as you, if not more. However, we have to see that before you make him higher than someone who has responded countless times. I think that's why he's lower, and you got to keep Aaron Rodgers up there, especially because he's going to ball out this year, Aaron Rodgers is.
Well, by definition, it said tier one quarterback is a guy that can carry his team each week. The one thing that we've seen with Aaron Rodgers, we've talked about the Packers not having a loaded roster. He's been able to carry them and elevate them. Remember, a couple years ago, he had them in the NFC Championship game when they had no business being a team that was on the verge of the Super Bowl. Because of that memory, I think they have that. With Matt LaFleur, I mean, I don't know. But I'm saying right now.
Andy Reid versus Matt LaFleur.
I mean, Andy Reid all day. But also, the supporting cast in Kansas City is better than what Aaron Rodgers had.
I understand that. That's our next point. Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce.
So, but by definition, it's carry. So, Pat Mahomes doesn't have to carry. Because remember, Alex Smith was a Pro Bowler in Kansas City. Alex Smith was a Pro Bowler.
I love Alex Smith. He's a friend of mine. I love Alex Smith. But we talking about Patrick Mahomes.
I know, but I'm saying
his arm's not getting weaker.
No, I mean, he can throw it out of the stadium. I get all of that. But I'm saying that same supporting cast made Alex Smith a Pro Bowler.
Yeah, that's a tough knock right there. I'm gonna hold on to the response year. We have to see, does he regress to a mean? Does he continue on this excellence? Also, you got to look at what Aaron Rodgers is going through. Like Matt LaFleur, you talk about what you want, but Marcus Mariota, Jared Goff, like wherever he's went, he's had success with the quarterback, enhancing what their resume looks like.
He's a poor man's Andy Reid, a very poor man.
Oh, I give you all that, but that's good. But look, you know what? Aaron Rodgers is no poor man Patrick Mahomes. He's Patrick Mahomes or Patrick Mahomes plus.
He's 35 years old.
Consistency at a position where we're just talking about a guy who's 42 still winning Super Bowls. So let's be careful of how we want to frame it.
Too much respect. And I love Aaron Rodgers. But we've seen the new baby Jesus. We just saw him
in 1 year. In 1 year, we're ready to. Javon Curse at my position. Well, look, and this is not Javon Curse because he's the most talented DN I ever played against and played with.
One-trick pony.
No. I'm just going to tell you what happens.
Patrick Mahomes.
I'm just going to tell you, Sean Merriman, like, people could come out the gate and then, I'm just saying. And I'm
Show me the Andy Reid quarterback that falls off a cliff. Doesn't happen. Coming up.
You got me.
We'll give you our latest approval ratings for Kawhi Leonard's Uncle Dennis. And Uncle Jimmy will tell us what he thinks of Kawhi's top advisor.
Mark Sanchez. No? Did he play there? Most definitely.
Uncle Don Juan, Uncle Bishop Don Juan. You got any thoughts on the show, Uncle Jimmy?
Yeah, let's get to the big dummy. The big dummy of the day goes to somebody that just sat up here and asked their guest, you think you might got a drinking problem? After that knockout that Don Juan or whoever that was, Don Julio put on you this weekend?
Yes, he did. That little bottle.
And you want to sit up here and say,
itty bitty bottle.
You think you might have a drinking problem? Hey, it ain't over. I can breathe.
Yeah, you know why?
I can breathe.
You know why that happened? Because I don't drink.
And guess what?
Good point.
I should have told you something. You sure as hell can't.
2 drinks in both hands.
All right.
Double fist.
Here's a highlight from our discussion earlier about Kawhi Leonard's Uncle Dennis.
You sure can drink most.
I don't believe anything coming out of the Lakers or Raptors camp right now because, one, they are liars. And how do I know they're liars? Because Kawhi and Uncle Dennis said, don't tell anybody anything.
Yeah, I think the Lakers are sounding like sore losers pushing this story out there. All right, Uncle Jimmy, we had the staff come up with a list of the top uncles in American history. Here it is. Uncle Sam, #1. Uncle Buck, #2. Uncle Phil, a little low. I think he should be ahead of Uncle Buck, but we let the white folks on our staff.
You stupid.
Uncle Phil, #3. Uncle Drew, #4. And Uncle Jimmy, you come in at #5. And Uncle Dennis, I think, may be right on your heels. But anyway, your thoughts on Uncle Dennis?
#5.
Yeah.
#5. Who the hell came up with this list?
I told you, the white folks on our staff.
Okay, well, let me tell you something. Evidently, the white folks on this staff didn't see that demo that Uncle Jimmy just laid down the drays this weekend. You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Hey, now look, if you didn't know no better, you might have looked at that and thought you was looking at an old EPMD video, wouldn't you? Talking about, listen to my demo. Listen to my demo.
Please listen to my demo.
Please. I didn't have to say please.
He ain't even had to beg.
I'm just telling you.
Oh, man.
Hey, look, man, I'm just saying, if you looked at what I'm talking about, if you're looking at my demo, then you know. You see, my reputation precedes me.
Blue M&M, huh?
You know, let me tell you, and this weekend changed my life. And I'm going to tell y'all about it. See, I just got contacted from the people at Madden. They coming out with a new exclusive edition. It's the Madden edition for players only. And you know, Uncle Jimmy rating just went up by 20 points just based off of Drake. my pimpology rating just went through the roof. Unheard of. Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
Yeah.
T.I. texted me at the end of his show wanting to hang out. Did he text you?
No,
Did
he did not.
No, he did not.
And so I'm just telling you, y'all can sit up here and talk bad about Uncle Dennis all you want to. Uncle Jimmy ain't gonna do it. It ain't gonna be no more of this unk crime going on Speak for Yourself. Uncle Dennis is a businessman. Shrewd negotiator. You know, you go out on the street anywhere, you ask about Uncle Dennis, they say, Uncle Dennis, good people. You know?
They do that.
Me, Uncle Dennis, and Snoop, we all go by the same code. Game is sold and not told. You know? As a matter of fact, I need to put y'all all on notice right now. Uncle Jimmy getting ready to hire Uncle Dennis to do his contract negotiations for Fox.
Oh,
we was on the phone just before I went on set. He just room with Rob Parker, Jason McIntyre, Eric Griffin, the makeup lady, and that old man to be letting us in the front of the security desk always eating a sandwich. He gonna have to stay out of my dressing room. #2.
okay.
Effective immediately, the blue M&Ms will be hired on the kitchen staff at Fox. Uncle Jimmy is gonna need his oyster dressing on a regular basis because it's becoming an acquired taste.
Ain't gonna be no food left.
If you understand what I'm saying. Now, let me tell y'all this. I need y'all to listen good. I'm gonna add a load management clause to my contract.
Oh, goodness.
Load management
clause. We about to load up on these Uncle Jimmy segments on Speak for Yourself. Now, I don't care if it's in the A block or the Z block. Uncle Jimmy gonna determine which one of them he gonna be in. And he gonna play what he wanna play when he's in it. Okay? This is my call of duty. All right? From this moment on, and I need y'all to herd me on this. Uncle Jimmy, all this mess y'all pulled on me to Vegas, no more. I'm flying first class all the way. Nothing but first class on Spirit everywhere I go. I get the big seat. All the peanuts and Coke I can handle.
No more driving with Darnell.
Hey, I'm just letting you know. And finally, I'm going to tell y'all, Fox is going to provide Uncle Jimmy with his own legal team to handle all of my future and past alimony, child support, paternity allegations, and future divorce proceedings, and our future requests to be on the Maury Povich Show, in this life as well as the next. And these demands are non-negotiable. Talk to my Uncle Dennis.
Let me rate Uncle Dennis right now.
Holla at your boy.
72, all-star level, 25 job performance, 19 all-time greatest, 18.
We don't negotiate with terrorists.
10 authenticity. I think it's his job to create confusion.
Oh, man, I'm with you, but he's a GOAT, man. We're talking about Uncle Dennis on this show in glowing terms. He's a GOAT. He got Kawhi and PG. You can't talk bad about him. Perfect, except all these little fake rumors.
Uncle Dennis, good pick.